everyone, and thank you so much for joining us here today on MUSE TV. I'm Samantha Aguilar, and I am joined by a very special guest, Paul Kemp, guitarist and vocalist of the rock band Jet Trash. Paul, welcome. How are you?
Thank you for having me. Hello, everyone. Strange times are in, but I'm happy to be here.
Definitely.
Happy to be making music. It's a weird time to put music out, but here we are. We're going to deal with it and move on.
I love that so much. Okay, tell me a little bit about you, about the other band members. They're not here with us today, but there are 4 of you guys. So for those of us out here who don't know, give us a little bit of insight.
We started in San Francisco in 2015, and it happened very organically. I met Marshall, the bassist, a little coffee shop. I met Keith, the guitar player, at a barbecue. And I met Robbie, our original drummer, off of Craigslist. It was an ad for musicians to find each other. So basically, it was just 3 friends coming together. I was the one that brought them together. And we said, let's just make music and see what happens. And there was no plan. There was no long-term goals. We were just trying to write songs and play shows. And before you know it, now we're 2020, putting a record out, and hopefully we'll see where this goes next.
You guys are based in LA right now, but you are from San Francisco.
Right. Started in San Francisco, and then as we got older and people moved on, we moved our focus to LA. The transition, for me, was tough because I like the community in San Francisco, but LA definitely has a bigger music and entertainment scene. And if you want to grow, it seems like a logical step to be based in LA and make connections down there. As far as entertainment goes, it's kind of like, well, that's where a lot of bands wind up. Right. You know, they come from all over and they say, okay, what's the next step? We played all the little venues, played all the little mini tours and things. And then now we need to step up the next level if you want to keep progressing.
So tell me a little bit about your guys' style and your inspirations and how you found your music, your music style.
Well, I'll tell you what, when I met Keith, the guitar player, we were at this house party, and there was a Fender Stratocaster in the room, and very similar to this one. It was a lot like this guy.
Ah, I like that.
It was in the corner, and we just got to talking about music and guitars, and we both really loved the California surf guitar sound, where it's echoey, it's got reverb, and it sounds wet, and it's very 60s. That was kind of like the catalyst for what we wanted to do, is we wanted to bring that California surfy vibe into the garage rock scene, which was happening in San Francisco at the time. So I guess what we wanted to do for our sound was like, play a song for someone, and in 10 seconds, they know it's a California kind of vibe, you know? And I think we get that. Keith and I both grew up in Southern California, and we just wanted a hint of that little surfy flavor to our music.
Let's just get right into it. You guys have a new album coming out, Hold Fast, your debut album. So exciting. It releases tonight at midnight. And you guys have been teasing this album with 2 singles. So we have So High and Summer Moon. Is this sound something that we can expect in the album?
Yeah, I think very much so. All the songs are short and high energy, kind of raw, back to basics, just fun, garage rock. I would say if you listen to all 9 songs, they all do have some variety. There's like more rockabilly, more surfy, but they all work together well, I think, as you can listen to all 9 and they go by quick. They're all pretty short songs, and I think that's on purpose. We just want to write high energy songs that aren't too, what's the word, like overly intellectualized, you know, like too much. Like there's enough of that in the world happening already. Sometimes you just want to hear a 2-minute rock and roll song. You don't always want the heaviness and political content 24/7. So I think we just want to be like fun, back to basics, rock and roll music. And I'm really stoked on this album. I hope that people like it as much as we do.
I also read that you guys were talking about just the energy during the production of this. That was very high. Did this production happen during COVID as well? A lot of the
Just before
album.
we recorded in January, but like COVID wasn't a big issue until a month or two later. So it wasn't even a thought. Like we were thinking, hey, when this record comes out, it's high energy, it's fun. Let's book a tour, right?
Right.
Let's go up and down California, San Diego, LA, Orange County, right? San Francisco, Santa Cruz. Let's hit all the spots, maybe do Portland, Seattle, and really promote this record live. By the time it got mixed and mastered and it's ready to go, all the music venues are closed across the country. There's no touring. The good news is that energy we put into, we're focusing on making music videos now and setting up some live stream events. So we got 2 videos in the works and a third one down the line. And then we're going to set up a live stream session to do the songs live and stream it to our fans for free to watch online. When venues say, hey, it's safe to come back and tour, like we're going to be there as soon as we can, you know, because a lot of these songs I think are going to work really well in a live setting. So we're excited when venues, maybe 2021, we hope, maybe next summer.
Right.
You know, we'll see. But until then, we'll make as much online content as we can until the venues open up. I think that's kind of our game plan now.
Right. And did you guys ever hesitate at all to drop the album? Like because of COVID? I know a lot of artists kind of held back because they didn't get to promote everything as much as they wanted to. Was that the case for you guys?
That was definitely a concern. Yeah, we talked about that. Like, do we want to release this at all? Is it a bad idea to like put an album out when you can't do all the things you want to do? But then we thought, well, look, we are really proud of this record and we don't want to hold on to it and have such a big gap in our output. So we said it's better to put it out now and maybe have people find our music and get excited and then work on our next record. And by that time, for the next record, the venues should be open by then for touring live. So this one's is like putting the word out, hey, we're a cool new band. I hope you like our music. Because if you like this, there'll be yet another record in 2021. That's our thought now, is like, we don't want to hold on to it. We want this to get out there and get people excited now.
That is definitely the way to go. And hopefully we do get to go back to live shows in 2021. Are you working on anything right now? I know that you're just pushing this album out, but are you guys still in the studio a lot and writing and doing all that stuff still?
So we're doing a lot of individual ideas right now, and I definitely am excited about, I'd say, a handful of new songs for the next record. And I know everyone's like, hey, focus on this record. This is your new thing. It's exciting. It's coming out. But I'm like, I already hear this riff in my mind that I can't get out of my head for the next single. So I'm excited to move on already. You know, I'm trying to like, okay, focus on this a little bit. But yeah, we all have some good ideas for new songs. Perfect. And what's cool about Jet Trash is all 4 of us, to be honest, it's a very equal band where the drummer's got great ideas, the bassist has great ideas, Keith, the guitar player, has great ideas, and all of us contribute. And all of us feel like it's a partnership, you know? And so like if you're having a bad day where you got writer's block, you've got 3 other friends to help you, you know?
Yeah, of course.
To write a bridge for you, write a chorus for you, whatever it is.
Is that ever overwhelming to have so many creative people in one room at once, all giving input?
There's some arguments for sure. Marshall, the bassist, can be a stubborn guy, but it's for the best. I'd rather have it this way, where you have 4 strong personalities arguing. That is better for the creative process than everyone just says, sure, I don't care, sure, do it. Everyone has to fight because they swear they know what's right for the song and they want to speak their mind. And in the end of the day, that makes the music better. So I say bring on the confrontation. It's worth it for the art.
You guys have a clear concept for this album? Was it clear and you guys like had it straight away, or did you guys have to think about it and move around a lot with it?
Good question. I feel like all the songs were sort of coming from a place of uh, uh, what can we do to make it different enough to keep people interested, right? No band wants to have a one distinct one trick pony thing. They do it over and over. So we said, okay, what can we do to make these songs have some variety and take some chances, but still be like that jet trash sound that we're passionate about? And I think we got there. I think the idea of this record was, how do you keep it raw, back to basics, garage rock, but still have each song have its own individual vibe? And I don't know how, but we pulled it off, in my humble opinion.
You guys have other music that you put out before this. How is this
Yeah.
album similar or different to that?
This one feels a little bit more like a cohesive album, like a record that you can listen to start to finish. The other ones, they're 2 EPs we put out, and I love them. They're great, but they were just the songs we had at the time. This one feels like more like this is a complete statement, maybe. You know, you can listen to all 9 songs and they gel together.
Do you feel like your
I
sound is more solid now, or do you think you're still, with every piece of work that you put out, you're still trying to figure that out and
good
solidifying it
question.
into that?
Good question. I think our basic sound is really solid. It's like I said, that Fender surf guitar sound that me and Keith grew up with the California beachy vibe, and raw back to basics rock, just kind of put together. But that's like the foundation, right? And then from there, you can add. Do you want to have a little bit more reggae feel? Maybe, I don't know, a little doom metal, whatever it is. You can put some variety on it. But to be honest, I think we've really found our comfortable bass level sound that we're all passionate about. And I think we're lucky because we have that laser focus. We know what we're trying to do.
Okay, you have to answer this. Why Jet Trash?
The band name,
Yeah.
we threw a bunch of names around, and that one just kind of popped out as like, yes, that's it. We had that moment. Jet Trash is a reference to a song by Tom Waits. The poet Tom Waits has this song called Frank's Wild Years. And one of the lines in that song is, she was a used piece of spent jet trash. And in that poem, he's describing a flight attendant who lives in the valley in LA. But the phrase jet trash seemed to fit the vibe of the music, and it just stuck. We had to pick a name for our first show, and that one just popped out. Very few people get the Tom Waits reference, but
Yeah.
we're okay with that. It works. Whether you know it's from Tom Waits or you don't know what it's from, it just seems to work for our music.
Well, thank you so much, Paul, for sitting down with me and us here at MUSE TV. We really appreciate it. I know you said we can expect some new music videos, some streaming concerts, and of course, for all of you out there, remember, Hold Fast is going to be available at midnight tonight. Anything else that we can expect from you guys? Anything else that we should be excited for, we can look forward to?
If you like this record and you like the 2 new singles and the videos that ever come out, like, we are in the works for more. So stay tuned for that, because I want this band to be productive. Like, we're cranking out records and playing shows, and I want to be very active moving forward. And I just want to share music with the most amount of people we can. I'm really passionate. I love our sound. I love that California surf rock vibe. And I want to share that with as many people as we can and just get bigger and bigger.
I love that. It is definitely very unique, different than a lot that I've heard. So I think it'll definitely get out there. Again, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Samantha Aguilar. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for your time.